Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt like your peace disappears too easily? Like one comment, one message, or one small situation can completely change your mood, your energy, even your whole day? And what if the real problem is not what happens to you, but how quickly you react to it? Most people believe being calm means being quiet, or ignoring things, or pretending everything is fine. But that is not true. Real calmness is power. It is the ability to stay in control when everything around you tries to pull you out of it. In this episode, you are not only going to improve your English, you are going to learn how to protect your energy, control your reactions, and move through life with a quiet kind of strength. By the end, you may start seeing situations differently and responding in a way that changes everything. And if this lesson gave you something useful, I'd love it if you tapped like and subscribe to the channel. It helps you stay connected, and it also helps this little learning community grow. Every click really does make a difference. With love, let's dive in. Why do people react so quickly? Because reacting feels natural, and pausing feels uncomfortable. Most people are trained without realizing it to respond immediately. Someone says something and they answer. Something happens and they react. But this instant reaction is not always strength. Sometimes it is a loss of control. When you react too quickly, your emotions are in charge, not you. And emotions, especially strong ones, are often temporary and unclear. That is why many people regret what they say or do after a moment passes. The truth is simple. When you slow down your response, you take back your power. A small pause, even just a few seconds, creates space between what happens and how you respond. And in that space, you can choose calm instead of chaos, clarity instead of confusion. This is where real control begins. What happens when you pause for 5 seconds? Something powerful begins to change, even if it feels small at first. When you pause for just 5 seconds before reacting, you interrupt the automatic pattern. You stop yourself from being controlled by the moment. Instead of reacting emotionally, you start observing. You notice your thoughts, your feelings, your body. And this awareness creates distance, a healthy distance between you and the situation. People often expect fast reactions because fast reactions are easy to influence. But when you pause, you become harder to control. Your silence, your stillness, your calm presence. It sends a message. It shows that you are thinking, not reacting. And that changes how people treat you. This simple habit, just waiting for a few seconds, can completely transform your communication, your confidence, and your emotional strength over time. How can your breath change your emotions? More than you think, because your body reacts before your mind understands. When something stressful happens, your body immediately goes into a fast, alert state. Your heart beats quicker, your muscles tighten, your breathing becomes shallow. And in this state, it is very hard to think clearly. But here is the powerful part. You can reverse this reaction by controlling your breath. When you slow your breathing, your body starts to relax, and your mind follows. A simple pattern, like breathing in slowly, holding for a moment, then breathing out longer than you inhaled, can bring you back to calm. It may sound simple, but it is deeply effective. Your breath is always with you, and it is one of the fastest ways to reset your emotional state, especially in difficult or stressful moments. Is every situation worth your energy? No. And this is one of the most important lessons you can learn. Not every comment deserves a response. Not every situation deserves your attention. And not every person deserves your energy. But many people give their energy away too easily without thinking. They argue, they explain, they defend, they react, and slowly they feel drained. The truth is, your attention is like a form of currency. Every time you react, you spend it. So the real question becomes, is this worth it? Will this matter tomorrow, next week, or next year? If the answer is no, then maybe the strongest move is to walk away, quietly, without explanation. Choosing where to place your energy is not weakness. It is wisdom. And when you start protecting your energy, you begin to feel lighter, clearer, and more in control of your life. What does it mean to emotionally detach? It means you stop carrying things that were never yours in the first place. Emotional detachment is not coldness. It is clarity. It is understanding that not everything you hear, see, or feel needs to become part of you. Many people absorb the emotions of others without noticing. Someone is angry, and suddenly you feel tense. Someone complains, and your mood drops. But emotional strength comes from recognizing this pattern and choosing differently. When you detach, you observe without absorbing. You listen without taking everything personally. You stay present, but you protect your inner peace. This does not mean you stop caring. It means you care in a healthier way. You give your attention where it truly matters, and you let the rest pass. And in doing this, you begin to feel lighter, calmer, and more in control of your emotional world. Why do other people's words affect you so much? Because somewhere inside, they touch something deeper. Words only have power when they connect to a belief, a fear, or a past experience. That is why the same comment can affect two people in completely different ways. One person reacts strongly, while another remains calm. So the real question is not just, what did they say? But why did it affect me? When you begin to ask this question, you move from reaction to understanding. You start to see that many reactions are not about the present moment. They are about something older, something unresolved. And this awareness is powerful. It allows you to respond with more control and less emotional weight. Instead of being triggered, you become curious. And curiosity creates distance, a space where calm and understanding can grow. How do you stop absorbing negative energy? By realizing that you are not responsible for carrying it. Many people move through life like emotional sponges, absorbing everything around them: stress, anger, negativity. But this habit slowly drains your energy and affects your mindset. The truth is simple. You can choose what you take in and what you leave behind. One powerful way to do this is through awareness. When you feel a shift in your mood, pause and ask yourself, is this mine? Often the answer is no. It belongs to the situation or to another person. When you recognize this, you can mentally separate yourself from it. Imagine a boundary, something invisible but strong. You can still listen, still understand, but you do not carry it with you. This small shift changes everything. You stop feeling overwhelmed and start feeling in control again. Why is saying less sometimes more powerful? Because silence creates space, and space creates presence. Many people believe that speaking more means being stronger or more confident, but often the opposite is true. Talking too much can come from the need to explain, defend, or prove something. And this can reduce your impact. When you speak less, your words become more intentional. You choose them carefully, and people listen more closely. Silence also gives you time to think, to observe, to understand the situation fully before responding. And sometimes not responding at all is the strongest response. It shows confidence, control, and emotional maturity. You do not need to react to everything. You do not need to win every conversation. When you become comfortable with silence, you start to communicate in a more powerful and meaningful way, without saying more than necessary. What does it mean to redirect instead of react? It means you take control of your energy instead of giving it away. When something triggers you, the natural response is to react immediately, to defend, argue, or express emotion. But reacting often keeps you stuck in the same cycle. Redirecting is different. It means you notice the emotion, but instead of acting on it, you choose where to place your focus. You can shift your attention, change your response, or even step away completely. This is not avoidance, it is control. You are deciding what deserves your energy and what does not. And this shift changes how you experience situations. Instead of being pulled into negativity, you move with intention. You stay grounded, focused, and calm. Over time, this habit becomes natural, and you begin to feel a deeper sense of stability no matter what is happening around you. Can getting triggered actually help you grow? Yes, if you are willing to understand it instead of escaping it. Being triggered is often seen as something negative, something to avoid or hide. But in reality, your triggers can teach you something important about yourself. When you feel a strong emotional reaction, it is usually pointing to something deeper, a belief, a fear, or an experience that still affects you. Instead of reacting immediately, you can pause and ask, "What is this feeling trying to show me?" This question changes everything. It shifts you from being controlled by the emotion to learning from it. Growth does not come from avoiding discomfort. It comes from understanding it. And when you begin to see your triggers as signals, not problems, you develop emotional awareness. This awareness helps you respond more calmly, more wisely, and with a deeper understanding of yourself. What do calm people do differently? They don't try to control everything. They control themselves. Calm people still face stress, challenges, and difficult situations, just like everyone else. The difference is not in what happens to them. It is in how they respond. They take a moment before speaking. They breathe before reacting. They choose their words carefully, and sometimes they choose silence. They understand that not every situation needs their energy, and not every opinion needs their attention. This does not mean they are passive. It means they are intentional. Their calmness is not weakness. It is strength built through awareness and practice. Over time, this way of responding becomes natural, and when you start practicing this, even in small moments, you begin to notice a shift. You feel less overwhelmed, more balanced, and more in control of your reactions and your energy. What should you do when nothing seems to work? You return to the basics, and you give yourself space. There will be moments when you still feel overwhelmed, even if you understand everything we are talking about. That is normal. Being calm does not mean you never feel stress. It means you know how to come back to yourself. When things feel too intense, focus on your body. Notice your breathing, your posture, your surroundings. Simple actions like taking a slow breath, stepping away for a moment, or grounding yourself in what you can see and touch can help you reset. You do not need a perfect solution in that moment. You just need a small step back into calm, And if you have already reacted, that is okay too. You can always pause, reflect, and choose a better response next time. Growth is not about perfection. It is about awareness and progress. What changes when you stop reacting to everything? Your life becomes quieter, clearer, and more focused. When you stop reacting to every small thing, you create space in your mind. You are no longer pulled in different directions by every comment, every opinion, every situation. Instead, you begin to choose what truly matters. This changes how you feel, how you think, and how you move through your day. You feel less stressed, less overwhelmed, and more stable. People also start to notice this change. They see your calmness, your control, your confidence, and often they begin to respect it. But the most important change happens inside you. You start to trust yourself more. You know that no matter what happens, you can handle it without losing your balance. And this quiet confidence becomes one of your strongest qualities. What if staying calm is your greatest power? Then everything begins to shift, slowly but deeply. Imagine moving through life without being easily shaken, without giving your energy away to every situation or person. Imagine choosing your responses instead of reacting automatically. This is not about becoming emotionless. It is about becoming aware, intentional, and strong in a quiet way. The art of being unbothered is not something you learn in one day. It is something you practice moment by moment, choice by choice. Every time you pause instead of reacting, every time you protect your energy, every time you choose calm, you are building something powerful inside you. And over time, this becomes who you are, not someone who avoids life, but someone who moves through it with clarity, control, and inner peace. And that is a power that changes everything. And if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss the next lesson. Your support means so much. It keeps this space alive and growing. With love. Thank you for being here, and I can't wait to continue this journey with you.